homies that we both know. I can't even fuck with any places that we used to go. Now all I got is just the memories of us though. Burn it all down to the ground with your ghost. I'm not alone, it's just me and your ghost. And this crippling depression, I thought I learned my lesson, but I threw out my phone and I burned all your clothes. And now I'm not alone, it's just me and your ghost. Summer nights, erase all the vibes, leave the memories out to dry, delete forever, no archive. Take the words you said to me, hold on to them intentionally. I know that eventually I'ma set fire to the one thing I love the most, burn it all to the ground with your
fresh out of school, now you working and focus on fashion. Pretty girl and you let go. Got time but you got goals. Hey baby, waste your time. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. La 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 la, got that at 1-0. La 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 la, same house. telling lies. It could have been you and I. Thought you were my ride or die. At night, I lie awake, trying to fight the voices in my head. Visions of you racing, racing, playing. It's all inside my head. Fucked up too many times. Some things are better left unsaid. At night, I lie awake, trying to fight the voices in my head.
Bro.
To the ground, oh well. All we got tonight, let's do this right. Let's do this right. Let's go down. This shit be like Friday nights. This shit make me feel alive. Feel like we in paradise. Paradise. Oh yeah. Don't know if it's a drink I pour.
Oh,
she says she blame me for running.
like I just noticed that when I took the boost, it takes it a little bit slower.
I said I blame her for making me believe her. Don't understand how you could wake up one day and just walk away. You didn't even try to call to apologize. And we're building up these walls just to watch them fall. You don't care at all.
no damn reason. Stupid boy think that I need him. Stupid boy think that I need him. Season, I'm spicy. How'd you touch too much, too pricey? Heathen, I'm in your psyche. You don't know no one else like me. Whoa. Stupid boy think that I need him. Stupid boy think that I need him. I know you think about me in the shower. Porn up in your browser. Fantasize about the pussy power. I'm in a sea of people wondering if the floor might cave in. I can feel the subs shaking the apartment. Friends of friends are calling friends who weren't invited. After rumors bring that on some fucking item. DIY people you and booze. DIY phones in the bathroom. She shotgun kissing a frat boy in the bathtub. He bad news. I wanna get stupid. I wanna get dumb. Lose my inhibitions, dizzy from the drugs. I wanna get stupid, I wanna get dumb. Lose my inhibitions, but I don't trust no one. I don't trust no one. Broke a window, taped it up and hit the evidence. Think I'm gonna get evicted from my residence. Drop my phone into the toilet and it's evidence. Out of my element, out of my element. DIY for you and booze. DIY phones in the bathroom. She shotgun kissing a frat boy in the bathtub. He bad news. I wanna get stupid. I wanna get dumb. Lose my inhibitions, dizzy from the drugs. I wanna get stupid, I wanna get dumb. Lose my inhibitions, but I don't trust no one. I don't trust no one. I spy with my little eye. Look to my left, look to my right. Somebody sneaking by the sink, putting anonymous in on my drink. Yeah, I don't trust no one. Yeah, I don't trust no. I wanna get stupid, I wanna get dumb. Lose my inhibitions, dizzy from the drugs. I wanna get stupid, I wanna get dumb. Lose my inhibitions, but I don't trust no one. I don't trust no one.
Three nights at the motel under street lights in the city halls. Call me what you want when you want if you want, and you can call me names if you call me up. 3 nights at the motel under street lights in the city halls. Call me what you want when you want if you want, and you can call me names if you call me up. Feel like the least of all your problems. You can't reach me if you wanna stay up tonight. Stay up at night. Like green lights in your body language. Seems like you could use a little company from me. But if you got everything and figured out like you say, don't waste a minute, don't wait a minute. It's only a matter of time for you to tell me now. 'Cause I've been up for 3 watching movies, talking to the walls in my room, walking through the halls in my head, just trying to make sure it all makes sense. I ain't made of money, maybe someday you can take it from me. I'm up too late, thinking about you, and MIA for 3 nights at the motel under the street lights in the city hall. Call me what you want when you want if you want, and you can call me names if you call me up. 3 nights at the motel under the street lights in the city hall. Call me what you want when you want if you want, and you can call me names if you call me up.
He keeps leaving me for dead. I don't know what you've been waiting for. So you got your love locked up instead, but something better's waiting at the door. You don't know you worth all the things I know that you deserve. Say it's not real if it doesn't hurt. Find someone you know will put you first. Find someone who love you at your worst. Gotta keep your head up. Gotta keep your head up. Gotta keep your head up. Who puts you first? Find someone who loves you at your worst. Don't forget the words I said. Picking you up when you're feeling down. You get stronger, thoughts left in your head. When you lose hope, soon you will be found. You don't know you worth all the things I know that you deserve. Say it's not real if it doesn't hurt. Find someone you know will put you first. Find someone who love you at your worst. Gotta keep your head up. Gotta keep your head up. Gotta keep your head up. Who puts you first? Find someone who loves you at your worst. Find someone who love you at your worst. Gotta keep your head up. Gotta keep your head up. Gotta keep your head up. Who puts you first? Find someone who loves you at your worst. Find someone who loves you at your worst.
Standing out in the mirror that I built myself, and I can't remember why the decision wasn't mine, but it seems I'm only clinging to an idea now. Took my heart and I sold it out to a vision that I want myself. And I don't wanna be somebody in America just fighting the hysteria. I only wanna die someday. Someday, someday. When I burst into flames, I'll leave you the dust, my love. Hope a bit of it'll be enough to have right now. It's impossible to work this out. I'm so committed to an old ghost town. Is it really that strange if I always wanna change? And if only the time and space between us wasn't lonely, I'd disintegrate into 1,000 pieces. Think I'm making a mistake, but if I decide to break, who will fill the empty space? So now, if I figure this out, apart from my beating heart, it's a muscle, but it's still not strong enough to carry the weight of the choices I've made. I told you I'd write this out. It's getting harder every day. Somehow I'm bursting out of myself.
Too many guys think I'm a concept, or I complete them, or I'm gonna make them alive. But I'm just a fucked up girl who's looking for my own peace of mind. Don't assign me yours.
What it's gonna take, what it's gonna take to make you shake your worries away. I'm finally seeing you face to face. It's your beauty, girl, plus your frame. Ooh. You got what I want, I see you walking away. This feels too real, I hope we could be the same. Back and forth, but you won't get nowhere. I just wanna relive this over. I need you to know, I need you to know. In my mind, you don't ever let go. So bright, baby, never turn the lights out. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. And we matter at all. What it's gonna take, what it's gonna take to make you shake your worries away. I'm finally seeing you face to face. It's your beauty, girl, plus your frame. And I can't wait. In your little teeny bikini, 'cause you love the sun, baby. Usually I don't even trip, but I can't see you walking away. She don't even know how I do all this shit in one day.
I got the music, you got the juice, yeah. We can't get losing, go wow, wow, wow. Playing for keeps, I don't wanna waste time. Hop in with me, take a ride. Swerving phantoms, oh yeah. She said hello, kiss some, oh yeah. Jump on a chair, we can talk when we land. Baby, know I got her in the palm of my hands, no. Down like an all-time.
Hit X! You didn't make it! Hello, it's your mom, Lindsay, and today I want to introduce you to another mom. She's also my best friend. Her name is Janine, actually technically pronounced Janine. Janine and I have been friends for about 15 years. We now are each other's kids' godmothers. We have family vacations together. We do Sunday dinners together. We are best friends. Janine has one major flaw, and it's that she doesn't play video games. I need to do something about it, obviously. Now, Janine loves horror. I'm going to introduce her to modern gaming by playing Outlast. I'm also not a patient person, not particularly a good teacher, so this whole process is going to be a shit show. So let's get into it. This is Outlast with Janine. All right, so let's jump into this new game.
Okay.
Let's play it on, we're gonna play a normal, hard, nightmare, or insane.
Okay, I'm definitely doing normal.
Okay.
Okay.
Outlast contains Intense violence, gore, graphics is our only source of light.
Oh.
But it uses the battery, so we have to, like, we can't be draining the battery.
So don't use it unless it's absolutely necessary.
Right.
I'm trying to kill as much time as possible. I got to go inside this place, to be honest with you. Because it starts, I can't. Can we mute
Why
it?
is there music? Get to the edge
Muting
and then
it
jump.
would be.
Oh! Okay.
Whoa!
Undramatic moment. Okay, take out the camera. Take
What do
out
you
your
mean?
camera. Take out the right camera.
Okay. Stop yelling at me.
Right, hit the night vision. Hit the bumper. B. Hit A. Hit X. Hit the bumper. No, hit this one. Push it in. Like, see, that's the
that?
door.
That
That's
crack?
the door. Yep. Jesus. Okay.
That was unnecessary. That was unnecessary.
I think you're gonna shimmy. Yeah.
Because I have to live. Yeah. What do you mean? I
No,
wasn't,
but
like,
I thought you were going.
Yeah, I might have given that once. I don't remember.
Demon. Okay.
What's
What is
going
that?
on? What's going on?
Turn around. Okay, be careful. Be careful. Who's that? Someone's running.
We just stay here all night.
But we also need to get to that. We need to solve the need to expose this.
Do we?
This is not
You
cool.
know what I mean? Do we?
These people have mental issues and they're being taken advantage of.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have a mental issue from
All those heads. Oh!
They killed us. You got out.
Take a yoga breath.
He's coming down.
Shimmy through here.
Little
I want to pick up one of those pieces of glass
Yeah.
and just shove it into my neck and end it. Security room to the right.
To the right. Go straight to it. Just run.
What? No, I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna move. See you.
Security. Go in. Way around him to the left. I don't know. Okay, it's fine. I didn't see you. Why are you stopping on the wall? I'm gonna have a panic attack. Okay, they're not. Just go in the room. They're not looking at you. Go in the
What do you
room.
mean, go in the room?
There's a guy behind you.
They're
Please.
watching.
They're watching TV. Lunatics. We're gonna just keep moving. They don't even care. Okay, they're not chasing you. We're good.
My
There's a
whole
third
body is
person.
frozen in time.
Wait, what's going on? Why can't we get through? Crawl. Crouch your body. And please look up, or I'm gonna have a panic
That's what I'm
attack.
trying to do.
It looks like he has a tiny mustache. Oh, he has a key card!
He has a fucking key card. Yeah, the key card.
Grab it. What happened? Okay.
I got it. I grabbed the card.
Okay. Go get us into security.
How do I get back? Why are you stressing me out?
Are you ready?
No, I needed a break.
Can you not stand there and watch TV with them, please?
They're watching a bug race.
Can you?
Ah.
What are you doing?
I'm freaking out.
Why are you staying in here? If he gets up, I'm gonna punt you across the room. If you get ready, run. I told you.
I pushed the buttons and it didn't. It was too
Press
late.
something.
I did. Nothing's happening. It's over for me.
Nope. Now you have to stand up and run. Run.
I am.
No, you're not. You're not.
I
pushing
pushed the wrong
goddamn
thing.
button. Look to the left. Okay, stop running like a psychopath.
I don't feel good.
What is that? Okay, don't run anymore. We're okay. We recovered.
He said, "Get them out."
Yeah,
I
like-
didn't listen to what he said because I blacked out.
Get to the security place, please. Okay. Was that you? Yeah. Can you not make? Why are you making the creepiest noises of any person on planet Earth? That was like a girl in a horror movie going, "Come here, little lady." Please. Step in the room, turn around and close the door. Slam it, hit X, slam it. Night. Go up to the main door.
Now I'm gonna all these lunatics are gonna be free. This is a bad idea.
Okay, here we go. Accessing.
I don't feel good. I need to get.
Wait, what's that? Look over to the right. Who's that? Oh no, what just happened?
I'm done. They
What
shut
just
off the
happened?
lights. New objective: restart the generator
Wait,
in
where
the
are we?
basement.
Don't open that door.
It's the room
Wait,
still.
look over to the left. Try hide in the locker! Hide in the locker! Janine, look to your right and please hide in the locker. I'm gonna fucking hide! Hit X! You didn't make it! Told you. You have to run. How? Turn around! Get up! I don't know! Janine! You killed us! Okay, yes, that's it. We're gonna stop there and we'll pick it back up from
I
this
don't
point.
know if I can share this with you.
I actually slid under the table.
I know.
Falling down. We have to still face.
I'm
that
gonna
guy
do better next time.
You did.
So
you did
it's
really
gonna
well.
pick up right where that just happened over again to go into the locker.
Yes, and you're gonna get into the locker next time.
Before he comes in.
Is this not the only way to do horror? Right.
I'm having the time of my life.
Okay, exactly.
I want to die. I can't actually explain it.
Because you're a sick human.
Quarantine hair continues. Day, I don't even know anymore, but it doesn't matter. I am never too proud, as much as people want to say the contrary, I'm not too proud to admit when I don't know something, which is why I did the video all about my SM7B being a waste of money for me and the reasons why I wanted it. But a lot of you guys told me that I was just ignorant and didn't know anything about this microphone and I was doing it all wrong, which is perfectly fine because that led to me taking the advice of my audience that now got me set up with the sound I always wanted. So today, I'm going to take you guys along for the ride on what I did, what I bought, on the advice of the audience, so that I now have the nice, rich radio sound I always wanted, with a lot of fun extras that I wasn't even expecting. The Elite XG270QG from ViewSonic breaks the traditional ugly appearance of gaming monitors by providing an ultra clean design while still delivering gamers the features that they want most. Features like a 1 millisecond response time, IPS 165Hz overclock display, black brushed aluminum stand with tilt and swivel, mouse and keyboard cable anchors, and customizable subtle lighting. To learn more about the XG270GQ from ViewSonic and to see current pricing, click the link in the description below. Okay, so the SM7B, one of the first things my audience said I was doing wrong was I was talking too far away from it. And you gotta get all up on this thing like you're on a 9th date. Something like that. Like, it's called the proximity effect apparently, and you gotta get really freaking close to it. And that was the first thing I started practicing, and it's actually amazing what this microphone does when you're close to it. And we will be hopping into OBS so you guys can see kind of the final effects that I got here. The other thing I did, a lot of you were just super triggered that I got that Yamaha G016 or whatever it was called. Rightfully so. The thing's a piece of crap, and it's not going to give me what I wanted because there's a lot more to sound and microphones in terms of the hardware setup that happens on the processing end that I just didn't even know about until I started researching it, and then got overwhelmed by people throwing too much information at me and then getting mad and then re-researching and then finally purchasing a Go XLR. It's kind of funny. In my comments, a lot of people were like, Jake, Go XLR, Go XLR. I'm like, it is an XLR mic. What's wrong with you guys? I now know what they meant when they said Go XLR. It's from a company called TC Helicon. It is an amazing piece of hardware. Now, there's two versions of this. And yes, I know that I'm like 2 years late to the review on this thing. But as somebody that was 2 years late to carrying and went out and purchased it, I think it's something I want to share with the audience. There's two versions. There's the full version, like you see right here, which has the sample pad on the right, where you can program the buttons to play certain sounds. Like I've got one program just, to say, Michael Scott, that's what she said. And I've got, I think, a sad trombone, and I've got some fart noises, like all the typical immature stuff you would expect from me. And even the I like bolts is recorded and stuck in there. Second of all, it's also got the voice effects, which you can on the fly adjust, and I'll show you all that sort of stuff. Oh, and this has motorized sliders too, so if you take a look at it, you see how I push the buttons, they're motorized. If you want the full version, that's going to run you about 500.
What? Like a soundboard or like a mixer?
Yeah. I don't know what it's called.
A lot of people are buying it.
Yeah, it helps with the sound of their mic.
Bucks. There's also a mini version, which is just basically this part on the left with the knobs, and they're not motorized. But you get all the software control that I'm about to show you of all the stuff you would see in a hardware rack, handling all this stuff with pieces of hardware. So we're talking about de-essers, we're talking about noise gates and limiters, we're talking about compressors, just a full EQ, all that sort of stuff. All right, so I am sitting here now in OBS, and I've got my Go XLR going. I've got my SM7B sitting right here. And you can hear I've got some music and stuff going. And now watch this. I'm just going to go ahead and turn this down. This is not a full tutorial on how to use the Go XLR app. This is about how I got the sound that I did. Now, first things first, you do have a built-in noise gate. And I've got mine set pretty low. So the gate is going to mute your audio unless your audio goes louder than where you set this. That's at minus 50 dB. That's not a lot. The attenuation, I can never say that word. That's basically how much it's going to mute the audio down to, what volume percentage down to when the gate is active. I have it set to only go down to 20%, not to completely turn off. I don't want the hard cut off and turn on. So you can, I mean, let me show you what this is like. Blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I guess it's not that bad. But, yeah, see right there when I took my breath, the breath didn't completely undo the gate. So it was kind of like a really weird sound. I just have the attack set to 10 milliseconds, so it doesn't take long to activate. I have it set to 150 milliseconds on release. That's how long before it'll reactivate again after it no longer hears audio above minus 50 dB. Simple explanation on what the gate is. Now the equalizer, you could do simple stuff. Bass, mid, that's a lot of mid. Oh, that's an old-timey sounding radio almost. But yeah, I have mine, let's just put it at 1, that's fine. And then treble. But if you click this little side arrow, you can get a fine-tunable equalizer on there. So I've gone through here and kind of set it up for the sound that I want. Even adjusted the frequencies while monitoring, because I'm actually listening to myself right now, live monitoring with my headphones plugged into the back of the Go XLR. So I can hear myself, I'm not screaming, but I can also hear what the changes do without having to do a record, stop recording, stop recording, and listen. I can hear it in real time. So I could see, like, I know 12.9 kilohertz is kind of where my S's sort of are. So I can like pull that all the way down. It makes it a little bit more warm. You can add a whole bunch. It sounds kind of ridiculous. The de-esser is kind of doing its job. I'll show you guys in a second. So everyone's voice is different. You're going to need to go in there and tune it for the sound that you want. I think I have a very heavy mid-tone in my voice, and so I kind of pull it down slightly just because otherwise it sounds like you kind of saw here. It starts to sound a little old-timey, but that's fine. The compressor, this is an important one. This is the one that actually keeps you from peaking your mic and crackling and stuff or having uneven volume. It's going to lift the lows and reduce the highs in volume, not the frequency. So you guys can find other tutorials how to set the compressor. I've got mine set so I can be like, bah, bah, bah. I can talk normal like this, or I can get really loud. And you can see the audio levels roughly stay the same. Now the de-esser, this is important. Watch if I turn it off. Sally went to the seashores to sell seashells. Now watch if I turn it on all the way. Sally went to the seashore something with S's. You see the difference? That's basically just designed to take the edge off of the S sounds or the de-esser, which makes it a lot easier on your ears. I think I'm happy with that. It gives me that nice warm radio voice like I wanted. Now, a lot of you guys told me proximity effect is what you have to do with the microphone. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm really close to the microphone and I'm really making that compressor work for it. But, and one thing I want to point out with the Go XLR is, I'm gonna get a little music back here. There we go. When it comes to the live monitoring, I feel like it peaks and it cracks because I'm not hearing the compressor do it, but I'll hear crackling in the headphones if I get real close to it like this. But then when I listen back to the recording, I don't hear it. So I'm just kind of learning to ignore it, but it doesn't sound bad in the recording. So I just sort of leave it. The Go XLR will install not just its broadcast stream, but it has an audio stream for game, for music, for chat, for system. And you can change all that stuff and the volumes of each in the sliders right here on the screen, or you could set 4 of them to the physical equalizer right here on your desk. For instance, now I have a royalty stream music going right now on YouTube. So if I want to bring up the audio levels, check this out. I'm just going to do it right here. Oh, wow. Now you can hear it now. I don't really like that song. That song's dumb. Let's go to this song. There we go. Yeah, like chilly. I'm such a dad. I'm such a dad. If everyone's like, oh my God, Jay, the music levels are too loud, then I just pull it down. You can see on the app too, it actually like represents that. Or if I just want to mute it suddenly and be like, hey, let's have some real chat right now. Let's have some real talk. Real talk with Jay. And then I can unmute it. And then I can put it back where I want it. Now, there's another thing here I think that comes really in handy for this. And that is Discord. Because it installs its own chat stream. And if you go into Discord, what you can do is you can set the Discord settings to look at or only listen to the GoXLR's audio stream for chat, which then mixes down inside the mixer, goes back into a broadcast stream that gets sent back to OBS or your microphone output, and it mixes it all together. But you can still control the values of all that stuff with the knobs right here. So for instance, I've got Discord turned down. That's set to number 2 right here. This is my chat. If I turn this up and unmute it, now Phil, I need you to be loud and obnoxious. Like, just be you. Okay, see, I don't like that. I'm gonna go ahead and mute him. There, I just pulled him down. Or if
Tell me to stop.
So we actually utilized this the other night in a live stream where we were playing around with this and we were, you know, having a few cocktails.
Oh God, it's going infinity window. No, what is happening? Ah, no, no.
Let's just say that things were getting loud and obnoxious. And there was times I wanted to talk to my chat, and there was times that Phil wanted to talk to his chat. Well, if Phil wanted to talk to his chat and mute me, he had to go into Discord and either turn the volume down or do it in the...
Actually click the button.
Okay, click the button. But do you want to click a button, or do you want to reach on your desk and just be like, bam, we can't hear Phil right now. Oh no, he's talking. His little name is lighting up, but I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I'm just talking. He stopped talking. He's oh, there he is talking again, but I can't hear him. So, all right, Phil, I'm gonna go ahead and close Discord. Thanks for helping with this video.
Okay, bye.
Give everyone your laugh. Everyone misses your laugh. Actually, it's so not the same
fake.
when it's.
I can't fake it.
That's what she said. Oh, I don't have my. Okay, so in that instance, we'll move on to the sample pad. All right, thanks, Phil. Right there was a perfect example of a that's what she said joke. So if I go over here to the sample pad, basically what that allows me to do, or the sampler, that allows me to make these buttons right here that you see do something that I want them to do. So let's say over here, I've got stuff that I've already saved. So I've got my air horn sound effect. We'll do that on top left. For top right. See how that also lit up now, because it means that we assigned something to it. So for instance, Phil had just said something. I don't remember what it was anymore. I could have been like,
that's what she said.
See? So you can make it whatever you want. You can even record to this live. So if you're doing a live stream, you want to record something and then use it throughout your live stream, you can do that. And then you've got A, B, C, and all these different profiles and stuff that you can set them up to. I've got this one. Of course we need that. There we go. And then bottom left.
I like boats.
I like boats. So there's that, which is always fun. This slider on the very far left here, I didn't even show you. That's the actual live, like, and then you bring it back up. So you can control your mic. You can do a momentary mute with this button, so you can be talking. When you let go, it'll unmute, or you can just push the mute, which will automatically bring down the slider. And there's one other thing that I really have fun with here, and this is the sound effects. So if I go ahead right now and I turn on sound effects, it doesn't sound any different because I have nothing changed. We can add a little bit of reverb. Ooh. So if we go in here to effects, we can even tell what kind of reverb do we want. It's a chapel. Ooh, that sounds spacious. It's an empty chapel. We got echo. Echo.
And then of course there's the fun ones. These are the ones that we all like to play with. So you could just
be sitting here in the middle of your live stream and someone says something, you'd be like,
this is the voice of God.
So of course, that's the stuff you're only going to get with the main model. But at the end of the day, the thing that I cared about most is the way the mic sounds. And I think the GoXLR, for live streaming purposes and the way I'm using it, sounds absolutely amazing with the GoXLR. Like I said, I haven't tried it without the cloud lifter. It might make a difference, I'm not sure. But I'm really happy with the way this sounds. So, as you can see, we got all sorts of things that we can adjust. And also, you could set game sounds to these as well. So, if you go over here to, and routing too, this is where you can turn on what sounds get played through what. So, that's like, for instance, we've got inputs here. So, I got chat mic. If I go see broadcast stream, shows everything. You can even make the headphones that I'm currently listening to right now not play system sounds. See, I unchecked that, and you guys are still hearing it, but I can't hear it anymore. Broadcast mist, this is where you can turn off certain stuff. So we don't have a console plugged in. Why have that in? I don't have a line in. Why use that? I don't have a game in. Why use that? Although we
A lot of the time, we look at ourselves and we say, I know my limits. I don't know if I could do that. Well, these gamers didn't. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on Game Ranks, 10 gamers who achieved the impossible. At number 10, in 2016, a streamer by the name of The Happy Hob managed to get a no-hit run in Dark Souls. And I mean the series Dark Souls, not the first game in that series, also entitled Dark Souls. As in, he completed Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 back-to-back and never got hit at all. And he was the world's first gamer to do it, which is not shocking. Those are difficult games, and that would require an amount of patience and care that I do not have. I can't even pretend that I would be able to do this. He actually did the whole series twice, too, because the first time he got to the last boss in Dark Souls 3, you know, the end of the third game that he was doing all 3 games in the series hit-free, he got hit, and he had to start at Dark Souls 1 in order to say that he beat the entire series without getting hit consecutively. The whole thing is kind of a totally insane undertaking, and the fact that he managed to do it is amazing. And at number 9, a Resident Evil 2 speedrunner who specializes in no-hit speedruns. A gentleman by the name of Carcinogen, who has been speedrunning back since 2006, has done some pretty amazing speedruns of Resident Evil 2, the remake that is. What's interesting is that during the course of the game, he doesn't really do a lot of killing. He does shoot, but generally just to temporarily stun or set back and get past them. What he says is the reason he does these no-hit speedruns is because he believes that it forces you to play the game as efficiently as possible. You're doing the thing that will allow you to do the next thing. You're not really looking for the valor of battle, but rather the next thing in the game. Resident Evil 2 is an interesting one on account pretty much every enemy has a different amount of shots that are required to down them, so it makes good sense he does it the way he does, and you'll have to watch it, it's super interesting. And at number 8, a YouTuber by the name of Desk played cooperative battle mode in Street Fighter Alpha on his own using 2 hands and 2 controllers. He also killed at it, absolutely killed. He played as Dio and Ken, and watching it is hard to believe that there's only one person doing it. At times, moves are extremely well coordinated, where he's intentionally using both characters to attack in a certain way, and then at times they're doing things that are just completely independent of each other, and it all works out way too well. He said it took him about a week to do it, as in to come up with the idea, figure out how to do it, and then learn it, and then perform it more or less. But it is really smooth and really genuinely just one of the coolest things to see these 2 guys whomping on M. Bison and it just actually being one guy. I know my brain can't do that. My brain can barely comprehend that he did that. And number 7, you know how in Fallout 4 you're kind of expected to kill some folks? I mean, if you really want to, you can avoid killing a lot of people, but not all people, right? Wrong. Now when you hear no kill, you're probably thinking, so no one dies. No kill means that the game registers 0 kills. So, when Kyle Hinckley decided to try to test Todd Howard's statement that it wasn't really a concern of theirs if you could beat the game without a kill, in a game that also kind of forces you to kill at some points, By all accounts, you're genuinely not allowed not to kill. Kyle Hickney, on the other hand, gets other people to do the killing for him. A big part of that was making a character that was entirely charisma-based. Completely weak. Don't spend any points in strength, you're not going to use it. But eventually you can easily turn people on each other. And that's the only way to get through some areas. Areas you would otherwise have to kill in. So definitely not a pacifist run. Still, really clever on Kyle's parts. And a streamer by the name of T-Ronix decided he was going to beat Fallout without getting hit at all. Now, this is one of the hardest types of run out there, just in any game, because obviously games are made to throw obstacles at you, one of which is enemies. But Fallout 4 has a large number of different encounters, and they all require different equipment, different strategies, different elements at play. It took him at least 8 attempts, possibly 9 according to him, and it took over 25 hours to beat the game. He actually did die once, but it was because of a glitch, so I don't think anybody's gonna care about that. I don't understand how you beat basically any game at all without being hit. At number 6, there's a guy by the name of Scott Buchanan, who plays Super Mario 64 without pressing the A button if possible. Now, this guy's runs are absolutely insane because I can't pick out a point where he jumps. If there's a place he can't reach, he can often lure an enemy to that point and give himself a necessary boost by dodging at him, bouncing off of him, and up. I've watched a couple of this guy's videos. They are not like any other Mario 64 runs you've seen. Bearing in mind they are tool assisted, that doesn't necessarily mean it isn't skillful and incredibly well planned. Essentially, you play the game in slow motion, do very careful movements. This guy actually does a ton of math in order to do it. It's completely amazing to look into, and every single one of these runs is insane. At number 5, a gentleman by the name of Terry Garrett is known for beating various video games. For instance, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey and Legend of Zelda The Ocarina of Time without seeing the games. Now, if you've ever played Oddworld, I don't need to tell you how incredibly impressive that is. Oddworld is so much about timing and platforming and avoiding and sneaking and rushing when something doesn't go the way you expect it to. And Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, while maybe not as timing oriented, is not something I could imagine even having any idea at all what to do if I could not see what was on screen. Terry Garrett lost his sight at age 10, but that didn't stop him from gaming. You see, he uses sound entirely, which is, I don't even know how you do that in games. Especially older games where the sound definitely isn't as good. It took Garrett about 5 years to beat Ocarina of Time, but literally just like listening to it, that's astounding. At number 4, a gamer beat Fallout New Vegas on the hardest difficulty setting without killing anyone or dying. Obviously, you don't get anything for doing something like this. It's something you come up with yourself and put forward to, I guess, prove your mettle to yourself. Fallout New Vegas is a different game. It's certainly what I would consider the best of the modern Fallouts, and it gives you a lot of flexibility. You do end up having to trick a lot of people into killing for you, but I mean, you're gonna hear this elsewhere. It's not necessarily about a pacifist run, it's about not racking up any kills. Or dying. Unless you think that he did not beat it without getting killed. He had a permadeath mod installed just to make it horrific and impossible. I mean, amongst the hardcore Fallout gamers out there, Retinum, the person who took this task on, certainly must rank up there. At number 3, an EVE Online player visited every single star system in the entire EVE Online universe. A player by the name of Kadia Se spent 10 years visiting all 7,805 star systems in EVE Online. Yes, 10 years. She started in 2009 and finished in 2019. And keep in mind, that's not just flying around. You need to earn money and manage resources like fuel, for instance. I really doubt all she did for an entire decade was fly to the next system. I mean, that's probably not even possible. So this is a person who, with the goal of visiting the entirety of the universe, most likely had to work, earn money, and maintain on top of charting courses to each new system. This would probably be an organizational nightmare, on account you can't really start from one end of the system and go to the next. Honestly, it's just cool as hell and shows such a dedication, and I don't know if anybody else would even try to do that. At number 2, 10,000 Elite Dangerous players started an 18-week trek across the galaxy. This is based on a voyage that a player called Aramis did called Distant Worlds. He did this, I think, in 2015, and this took place in 2019. Essentially, the idea was to have everybody transport materials and build a base at the center of the galaxy, except it's 10,000 people. I mean, can you imagine doing like a unified in-game action with 10,000 people being part of something in that way? Even though it's virtual and there is no physical product at the end of it, that is a feeling of community that you can get rarely in real life. I mean, that's kind of amazing. That many people dedicating their time to a cause, any cause, even a pretend one in this way is just, it's weirdly hopeful and makes you feel good. And finally, at number 1, a racing simulator veteran made the transition from virtual car to real car and beat a real Formula 1 driver on a real track. And to say the very least, that's awesome. A driver by the name of Enzo Bonito beat Lucas Di Grassi on January 19th, 2019 on a track in Mexico. Now, what's significant about this is that Formula 1 drivers often train literally for decades and progress through a structure that is often very matched to the skill level. And this guy was 23 years old, could not have even driven a car for decades at that point, and beat a professional driver, like a good professional driver. This really says, in my opinion, a lot about how we simulate racing now, because you can transfer the experience to actual racing. Now, that doesn't mean if you're good at the simulator, you're good at racing. I'm sure there was a crash course type, okay, here's this type situation. But still, clearly, those skills were transferable. Big wow. Huge wow. And that's all we have for today. I obviously love when people do the impossible. How about you? Which one of these stories resonated with you the most? Leave us a
messaged me.
Let's go.
And called me saying, "Oh wait." Hello.
Let's go.
Hello.
Let's play.
Alright, no. Alright, like I was saying earlier.
What?
Jackie's been calling me and messaging me saying, you want to come to work today?
Oh.
I mean, I work today though. That's the thing.
It's the quarantine, bro. She's into you.
It's. I work at 5:30, but I don't know if she means like, do I not want to come in?
5:30.
Yeah.
Imagine going to work.
Yeah. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine going to work, bruh.
Imagine not having money saved up.
Imagine not having money coming in. Man, you left me. You're like, I'll be back.
Hmm?
Last night, you're like, I'll be back.
Oh yeah, cause
Yeah, okay.
I thought I was gonna come back, but
Yeah, I just saw you on Fortnite the whole time. It's alright.
they asked me to play Fortnite.
It's whatever, not. Don't worry about
You
it.
know, one thing led to
They
another.
asked me to play Minecraft, and one thing led to another. We killed the Ender Dragon.
Alright, let's play some Rocket League while you got me.
Yeah. I bought
Take it.
Elite Dangerous already. I'm gonna have all these other
What? What did you say? That game is garbage. Give me your first impressions. Did you check the Steam charts? See how many players are playing.
I don't even know how to check that.
You just Google it. You see the picture on the Spotify song? Yeah, that thing is sick. Oh yes, sir. These guys are good. You got it.
Oh, he has it. Oh, you have it.
I had it. Oh, I can't half flip. Oh. Broke his ankles. Bruh.
Oh, wait, I gotta punch.
Ooh, teammate.
Oh, we got it.
Oh, barely. This one's not that fun. I'd rather be doing some ranked. You dig? Some Sakar.
Oh my, he's just like, it's stuck on no, oh my god. Ours is so old. Oh yeah.
Hey.
Playing ranked today.
That game mode be stressful. Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Bruh. Bruh.
Oh my god. Oh.
Boy, hit.
Get it. Put it in. Aim your nose down. No! It's an hour.
Bruh.
Oh, I wish I had it open. No, but yeah. Goal 3. There's 9,000 people playing it. An hour ago.
9,000?
Yeah.
Elite Dangerous?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. How many years ago was that?
About an hour ago. All time peak is 18,000.
Did they update it or something?
I don't know.
How'd you find out about it? Mm-hmm.
I sent the video. It was like one of the game. The game world.
Holy.
The game world is bigger than Earth. Obviously. It was one of them. It was Elite Dangerous. Started to
Bruh. These guys don't know how to go off the ceiling. Oh, give me those! Look at. You're bang! That's a fun trick. Bang! Oh god. Give me that. That was a big one. Teammate Damon. Bruh. Bang. Bang. That's what I call double. Oh. Oh, this isn't good. Oh.
Get drunk in the back of the trunk. You a perfect 10, no gas, no pump. Sipping on rum, baby.
Yeah, so
Shorty, don't ever tell me that you're done. Cause I wanna get a little taste, don't run. Shorty, you gorgeous. Girl, you should know this. I got so many things I never told you.
About 24 hours. All time peak. So basically, still alive. Pull up and see how it was. Yeah, the all-time peak is in 2015. To be honest, the game, like the amount of people playing it, isn't that bad. It's basically in the middle. Yeah. average is from 4,000. 4,000 to 10,000. That's all time.
Dang. You're right. 10,000. It's been half that the past 30 days, so. Or, I mean, the past other months.
You know, it just spiked recently in March.
Because of kids like you.
It's probably because of the video. Like if you go to the 6 months, from December to May, you can see like it's declining. It declines all the way to just about 5,000, no 4,000.
That's not bad though.
And then it went from 4,000 or 5,000 all the way to 14,000, which means there was an update, probably.
I remember that time we were sipping on wine.
Get it?
I could see it in your eyes, you were feeling alive.
Yeah, I don't think I got the money for that one. Yeah, I don't think I got the money for that.
$800? Yeah, you got money.
I don't think I got the money.
Well, I'm just gonna be playing in space, doing some missions.
Just wait till I get my job.
Wait until I start working with you.
Just wait till you leave Jackie for me.
It's always been about
Right. He's not Grand Champ. He is not Grand Champ after that one.
that guy.
Oh. I say he's not Grand Champ, then watch him do like 3 flip resets in a row. Oh my.
I've been looking at the sky all night and see shit. Thinking how you died, but you said I could be shit. Now I'm on my grind, baby, look at me now. Look at me now, yeah. All this cash, I can make them wanna go down. I can feed cup, girl, I can make you slow down. I can show you up, baby, I'm a pull for. Sipping all day, baby, what you waiting for? If you need a drink, I got yours on me. Gotta watch for the trail, I got yours on me. I've been going
Give me this. To you. Bang! Why did I do that? Flip. That's.
Oh, I did it. I did it.
Long way, bitch, I came a long way, wrong way, bitch, you went the wrong way, bitch, I came a long way, wrong way, bitch, you went the wrong
Bruh.
Oh.
Dang it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's going right.
Ballmain, bitch, we came a long way. Ballmain, bitch, we came a long way. Ballmain, bitch, we came a long way. Ballmain,
Lemonade. Lemonade.
long way, bitch, I came a long way. Bitch, you went the wrong way. Long way, bitch, you came a long way. Wrong way, bitch, you
The controller was DC'd.
I'm the heartbreak soldier. Zanarchy militia, we the new takeover. Bitches sucking dick cause they see X's on our wrist, yeah. Bitches sucking dick cause my diamonds look like piss, yeah. 34, I walked through, I don't even gotta sit, yeah. She just said my dick, I made a mess inside her lip, yeah. I don't got no kids, I'm sorry, you just got a dick, yeah. Long way, bitch, I came a long way. Wrong way, bitch, you went the wrong way. Long way, bitch, I came a long way.
estamos haciendo morning. Todo el día abierto, toda la noche, all the morning. I don't give a fuck about how I'm getting rich. Ellos están mordidos, tell them bitches to suck a dick. All I know is God, I'ma put it on repeat. Bitch, I'm running dirty like we play Need for Speed. You can hang with the gang, I got no hunters in the bank. I'll pull up with a friend and she gon' suck me till the end.
Bruh, what are these bounces?
Yo soy yo, tú eres fake, entonces dime quién es quién. Long way, bitch, I came a long way. Wrong way, bitch, you went the wrong way. Long way, bitch, I came a long way. Wrong way,
I got
bitch, you went the wrong way. Working with the bitches that look like Beyonce. Every time I get a check, I spend on boss, man. Hopping out the business at a new Range Rover. Zanaki militia, I'm that heartbreak soldier.
bruh. It's a warm up. Bruh, I'm weak. Gimme. Oh. Alright. FF. That guy was so bad. You're so rusty, George.
You know, I don't even wanna like roast you right now. That's how bad you are. Alright? That's how bad you are today.
You said what? I was reading.
How bad you are. I'm streaming right now too.
You're so bad. I'm just missing a lot of stuff because of the bounces.
Oh.
Alright. Right.
I can get you the game for $10.
What? Elite Dangerous? Alright, but I think at this rate I'll only be able to play like 30 minutes a day. I mean, if you got me, you know?
Yeah.
Oh! Oh my gosh!
Drinking all this liquid got me fucked up cause I mixed it. Take that bitch away, she on my dick, look how she kissed it. I'm alone again, I know I'm just a fucking misfit. All these niggas stuck and they pussy cause they missed it. First they saw me, now they want me. Yeah, they saw me. That these hoes only do it for the money. On my mommy.
I'm lagging. Bruh! You're garbage. Yeah. Bro, you probably have someone watching. That's why you're talking smack right now. Bro, if I could build in this game, I'd be cracked.
Hey, when I talk to him, he's like Fortnite now. He's like, oh yeah, you heard him, right?
Matthew or Chris?
It was Chris. Bro.
Oh my god.
No, you said you have conflict.
I can't.
Chris is okay. He's good at building. He does like, 90.
My aim is crazy though, but I suck at building. Rudimentary.
Aim is aim. Like, if you can aim in dodge, you can aim in. That's not true about PUBG though. That can't use stuff.
You used to always ask to play PUBG.
Yeah, I still wanna play PUBG.
The game, you're like 2 years late on that grind.
Like, I just
Me, George, or me, Milo, and Mike used to play it all the time, every day, back to back. Bro, they get everything. I can't do nothing. Brother! Oh my god.
Nice.
Bro, how are you gonna fake that?
What?
Oh my. 1v1 right now. 1v1 right now, George. 1v1 right now. Right now. Right now. If I win, you buy me Elite Dangerous. You already bought it? For me? I don't want it. Alright, 1v1 right now. Little Pete. Let's go so we could do this 1v1 and I could install.
Too much drip, I'm a shower. Can't see the top, all my money is the tire. Ready for it, but my candy always sour. Says you like flowers, well, but you like flowers.
Bruh,
My shit. Always as a boy trying to lick my dick. Yeah, full of looking dapper on the cleanest fits. I can't handle
why did it start right away?
Telling me shit. I gotta hear myself and I make myself rich. If I make a trade, you already know it's a hit.
What?
I'ma get my paper straight. I've never been a bitch. Baby need the money, never come quick.
you play way more. I think you've played more once games than I've ever played.
Only Piper girl, is she really fit? Find me running out the door, need a little dough. When this baby get a little more, I'ma come myself.
Oh, chill, bro.
Haters on me like, yo baby, what the hell you do? Why can't
I don't call your relationship with your mom washed.
I didn't know you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
At least I'm close to my mom. Oh. This doesn't count.
What do you think?
This doesn't count.
What? You're gonna get more business and you'll be like, yeah, you lost.
You play more Rocket League than me. Dang, sloth! 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 What, sloth? Sloth. Oh my. Remember I used to keep faking me. Alright, wanna bet? Oh, sloth. Oh. Come away. No mamas. No mamas way.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my. Chill. Oh, great pass. Oh, what's he doing?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, oh.
I have that. Oh my god. I hit it through.
I didn't think you would do that. Yo. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Said I can't hit what? Oh, juked.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Oh yes, sir.
I can stall.
I'm gonna lose it.
Damn. You know how it takes me like about an hour for 10 gigs?
Yeah, something like that.
It takes me an hour for 20 gigs.
So you doubled.
Yeah.
Doubled production speed.
Yeah, it's just my network card or USB. It's still old gen. Oh, the top right. Oh,
Never. I'm cracked. Oh, you almost landed weird. It ain't over. It ain't over yet. Yes!
I think I could have done that. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, we're big chillin'. I'm coming, George. Oh. 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 Let's go. Let's go. Oh.
Right side.
Nah. I'm gonna make this short and easy. Oh. Oh crap.
Yes!
Oh, what are you talking about? What? George, you want to do a 1v1? I don't know what you're talking about. How much money for you to delete it? Let me download this game.
So hits like a bitch, I could kill him and eat him.